And so they're all sitting in there at the lodge, working away, having their little lunch. And they were talking, and he said, I'm 42, and I was about 14. And I'm like, God damn, you're old, you're 42. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm 40.
I know.
It's like, that makes me sad.
I think I remember what it was like when I was 40, but it's a lot of years ago.
Oh my
I have to
God.
really think on it. What was I doing then?
I was teasing the kids. I was like, when I was young, there was still ice in Alaska. Out of frame. There we go. It's all about you. You're going to be internationally famous. For God's sakes, we better make sure we've got you all in the frame.
Sweet.
Not just my gut.
Perfect. I'm gonna keep my legs uncrossed.
Yeah, this is no time to act like a lady. We're cutting hair. I'm going to change it.
You are?
Yeah.
Am I gonna know how to fix it?
Yeah, it'll be easy.
Okay.
I wonder anything you can't deal with or won't grow back in a few months.
There you go.
Those are the rules. Work for me. That's magic.
Yeah. Let's see, latex, is that rubber or is latex plastic?
Rubber. Latex free. It doesn't have any of the rubber in it. A lot of people have latex allergies.
Yeah.
The only time I get quiet is when I have sharp things in my hand. Blah, blah. No messing up with the scissors.
You're thinking.
I am thinking. I'm creating. Tip forward. Awesome. Good with your chin. Good right there. My next client is so funny. He is hilarious. He has a business that he does all of the repair for all the gyms, all the maintenance, all the warranty work. 30 some odd years old. He's a cutie. He's a good guy. Finally found a decent girl. But I tease him. Stayed up here. He's like from Iowa, out of the military, hasn't been married yet. I told him, you could take me home with you. Hi, Mom. He said the best part about that is everybody would be going, we knew it. But I tease him. I'm like, you know, most people think you can bounce a quarter off your ass, but you could bounce the whole car off of that thing. You need to quit working out. You can't tell time. That wasn't 10 minutes. Interrupting my poor client. I had to tell her how hot you were so that she wouldn't be pissed off. So.
You had a lighter?
Yeah.
You must have to go to the bathroom so I can check it out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be the butt of everybody's joke,
yeah,
right?
There it is.
He's got a sense of humor too.
Why? Why do you think I hang out with these people? I don't hang out with people who don't. Get rid of them. Exactly. But like I said, I told him, I said, yeah, just take me home. Your mom will be happy. Finally. We knew it. We knew you were gay. He wouldn't make a good gay man, though. He's too much of a slob with his hair. He calls it a mop chop. I'm gonna put together all the things I've ever heard it called. That's my price list. And that's gonna be on there. Mop chop. That's eloquent. I want to fry and die. You know.
That's pretty good.
I'm like, right on. You want kinky curls. I mean, nowadays that's a whole new saying. Mop, chop, fry and dye, kinky curls. I called it ass waxes when he did Brazilians. And the one girl I worked with got so offended. Because I had my drag queens and stuff be like, I need an ass wax. I would just be dying laughing. So her clients were all these little church girls going, I want to have my personal hygiene, blah, 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 you know. And I'm like, she means she wants her ass waxed. Book 2 hours. But, you know, at least she isn't waxing her tits or something, you know. You have to see the girls I have to put up with.
Could be uncomfortable.
Well, 5 o'clock shadow turns into 4:30 eclipse all over the whole body. Good Lord.
doing that hair removal, hair waxing on the, what's that show where they travel around? It's a reality show. To win $1 million. I can't even think of it now. Anyway, so one of the things was they had to go and spend 15 minutes getting hair removed.
Oh, right.
So like some of the guys, it was extremely painful because they
It is
were like
painful.
solid, like their chests were solid. You know, they had more than 3 hairs.
Right.
They had like solid curly hair, so they would like slop this wax on, or put a strip on there, and then just rip it off.
That's
it was
mean.
Like, oh my word.
Well, really what happens is your hair papilla and the hair root, if you've never had anything done, is keratinized. So it's really thick and it's all keratin protein on the bottom, so you're pulling that whole great big piece
Big ball
out.
out.
Plus, it's all attached to a muscle and all kinds of fun stuff under there. That's why it bleeds.
Yeah, they were in bad shape.
And it hurts. There's no way around that.
Yeah, and they do like, you know, a couple strips on the chest, and then a couple strips on the legs, and a couple strips on the arms.
And whatever, you big sissies, bend over.
Yeah, they're doing it.
Get your Brazilian looking good there. Bikini time.
Everywhere.
Is that the Amazing Race or the
Yeah,
Great
the
Race?
Amazing Race, that's what it was. Yeah, I was like, ooh. Ouch.
You're not a real man unless you can handle bikini waxing.
Here we go.
Come on, Lee, I'll try it on you. We won't tell anybody. We won't ask or tell. But when you go
But he
sky,
is videotaping.
yeah,
so.
I am. But when you go skydiving, you'll be able to tell Lee's there as the wind blows through the hairless ass. Pull the cord.
I think I'm good, really.
I had one of my clients is a swimmer, and he also bartended down at the Woodshed years ago. And he started doing body waxing, and he was always trying to get me to blush or get my goat. And I'm like, I am not that kind of girl. I'm professional. Right? So, laying around on the table naked, and I said, you better quit squirming. And he goes, why? I said, it'd be the best 911 call I ever made. I had a popsicle stick stuck in my client's ass, and I don't know how to get it out. Could you get over here? Send the medics. We've got a few splinters. Yeah, we got a few splinters, and there's wax. It's a wreck, you know. And he never messed with me after that. But he was really funny. He did it 3 or 4 times. And then he ran out and got married, and I was like, damn, I ruined him.
You're
But
right up.
he had these guys that were bodybuilders starting to ask him, the Russian guys down at the club, oh, you know, we hear you get body waxing. Who's your wax girl? And he sounded so cute. He goes, I don't think you can handle my wax girl. I said, you son of a bitch, you're not good for business. But do you realize if they're all in carb depletion and dehydrating, that you can fuck up their skin? Because it'll separate their skin. Because
It
they're
does?
dehydrated. Yep. To be careful on bodybuilders. Because the skin will pull apart. You'll bruise them. Yeah, not pretty. That, kids, is why you only wax ass when you're drinking. No, it's the truth.
Maybe whipped cream would help in that application.
Oh my God, exactly. She's not kidding. This is what she brought me. Read it. Yeah. Hey, you have a girlfriend? You should take that home. Honey! We're past level 5 and getting to know each other. I got my mock chop and this whipped cream prescribed. That's why I got all these guys. No, this is what I prescribed for you and your old lady. Hold still.
What's it taste like?
What?
What's it taste like? Tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong.
Yeah.
It's like 30 proof, so.
Yeah. Be careful. We'll all be all popped up on some crazy whipped cream, playing in the wax room one afternoon. Send you home. I want to rekindle our marriage. Yay!
You have to have a couple drinks before you let just lick it off.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Figure if you have to be drunk to do it, don't do it.
You think?
Because, you know, I don't care what they say. I'm from Alaska. Face down in the pillow, they do not all look alike. That's bullshit. Some are bigger than others. Maybe when you're someplace skinny, but not here. Is this the part where I can talk about my ex-wife? Yeah. Well, that looks better. Little bullshit therapy and a haircut and you're smiling.
150% better?
Yeah. Well, you better be careful by how much younger. Bye, honey. By how much younger you say to a client, you get slapped in your mouth. Oh, you look 10 years younger. What? How old did I look? You know. So I've learned to say, you look more youthful.
One of the girls I used to work with, she had her hair permed when we were like in our 30s. No, we were like in our 20s.
Right.
This lady comes in and she said, you look 100% better. No, you look 150% better.
Isn't that the rudest thing
It's
people can
like,
say to you?
Yeah, you might never look again.
Yeah. I'm gonna take this hot poker and get your eyeballs, bitch.
I know, she's just like, oh, okay.
The most shocked I ever was, well, there's 2 times. Since it's Confessions of a Hairdresser night, I had this client out in Glen Allen that was one of the teachers, and I did her hair. And she was all excited to get her hair done, and blah, 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 blah. So I did her hair, did her haircut, everything. Had her looking good. This is way back in the 90s. And when I got it all done, she looks in the mirror, and this huge exclamation, I look like my mother! And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, we could change anything, right? And she stops. My mom's beautiful. What does that mean? You know, people don't want to look like their mom. And I'm like, God, all I could do is sit there and go, I feel like a complete jackass because some people might think that's good.
I know how you
But most people are like, I don't want to look like my mother.
That's
you know, right?
You know.
I felt like an idiot. And then the other time, the girls that I was working with were talking about, they were such big whores. At this one shop I was working, they were all young, partying, drunk, screwing everybody they could, la da 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 da, right? And I don't even think they knew that there were consequences at like 24, right? Like there's no consequences back then. And they were complaining about cleanup, and my little girl in the chair is a little military girl. And air traffic control, you know, how could you maintain a couple boyfriends and not get caught? And guys are so stupid, they think that only men can be players, and I'm thinking I need to get my hands tested for herpes after doing her hair, you know, because they were down and, you know, she's down and dirty, or the girls were down and dirty, and the girl in my chair goes, a little baby wipe goes a long ways nowadays, and get a cell phone with voicemail. And I'm like, oh my God. And up until, because she was sick of hearing them talk, right? And I had never, I don't know, I still turned, my ears get hot. I was never so embarrassed in my life. Because everybody in the whole shop just stops. What did she just say? A baby wipe and voicemail. Now shut up so I can get her done. Get her out of the door. How much is your hairdo? Well, your hairdo is only $75, but the emotional abuse you just put me through is $500. God. The girls I worked with were laughing at me. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I'm like, that's gross. Captain's log, you know, make a note of that. Disgusting. It is funny. somebody was talking to me the other day about all the procedures they were having, and I knew exactly what they were talking about. And it was, how do you know what that is? I said, I've worked with women for 22 years.
Right.
I've heard it all.
And some.
Inside and out. Always makes the boys blush. My first stupid thing my dad ever told me was that, for when I went to beauty school, is that be careful how you talk around women because they don't talk about that stuff. Yeah, my first day of beauty school, I was in tears. I knew more about subjects I didn't even know existed. I thought you girls have those many parts. And I was like, wow, where's that part? That could run out on you too. You know, I mean, there's so much stuff and everything on them rots out.
You were so bad.
We had this one gal that she dropped out of beauty school, and she was in her 50s, and she was an old, or was a current heroin addict, was just leather pants and track marks, you know, gonna be a hairdresser, trying to get clean. And it was like, well, if you give yourself a break, you know, maybe you'd clean up. She just couldn't do it, you know, she was wherever she was out there. And she would start rambling about stuff that would just, our instructor Jim would look at her and go, would you come back in the room? Just come back to us. Oh yeah, all right, you know, okay, whatever. Woo, anybody got a chocolate bar? You know. And I can remember just sitting there, because I grew up out in the wilderness, going, what did she just say? I grew up in a bar and I didn't even know what that was.
That's right.
You
I
know.
thought I had a wild life.
Yeah,
Obviously not.
exactly. It's one thing we were missing, the needles.
Yeah. One of our kids we sent to Outward Bound program for kids at risk.
Right.
And
At risk of what?
just kids that don't really want to listen to their parents, you know, and maybe make
That was you?
choices, you know. No, one of my sons.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Not me. But he like so did not belong there.
Yeah,
You know, he's like from this
yeah.
little tiny place in South Dakota, and he went with these. He was going to Minnesota, but
Right, with
like
these
other
kids from
like him.
Minneapolis.
Yeah, Denver.
Right.
You know,
Party.
court ordered
Yes.
from Washington D.C.
Yes. Yes.
And it's like, holy crap! Where
Right.
did we send him to?
Or why?
Yeah.
Maybe he wasn't that bad.
Yeah, and then the counselors, when we went for family whatever time afterwards, they're like, you know, he's just trying to negotiate to be able to stay out till midnight on the weekend.
Shame on
They're
you.
like, you know, he's not a bad kid. And I'm
Right.
like, well, you know what, in our town, I mean, you think that doesn't sound bad, but in our town, nothing good's going on after midnight.
Oh, come
You know,
on.
there is no reason to be
I'm
out
from
there.
the wilderness.
There's no
89% of the gravel pit saw more butt than the bar did. I mean, everybody was naked doing it in the gravel pit.
I know, but you didn't need to be doing it when you're 16.
Oh, hey. At home you start drinking when you're 11. This is Alaska. Good Lord, if you're not drinking by 11, you're a lightweight. You know? Gotta go to rehab while you're going to college.
Or before.
Yeah, welcome to Alaska. Tell me that doesn't feel better.
Perfect.
And look better.
Ta-da.
Ugh. Ta-da.
Good job.
Uncross your legs for me and sit all the way up. I know. I know.
It's great.
Yeah, but it makes you lopsided. When I'm chopping away over here. A little lopsided for you is no big deal.
That's
Just
right.
still your head.
That's right. Give people something to look at.
Yeah, point of interest.
That's right. I say, what the hell are you looking at?
Hey, I gave away the whipped cream.
That's right. You want to be too perfect, and people expect a lot.
Oh no, I know better than that. Yeah, believe me. I've been doing hair for 20 years. I have heard it all now. Nothing surprises me. You what? Oh my goodness. And where's the needle go when you pass out? Okay. Now let's do your roots.
So much better. It's a vast improvement.
It is. Well, move your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yay. Yeah, sizzle. She's hot. I want this off of here so I can get the whole view. Yeah, turned out much better. Look at that.
Perfect.
I know. I mean, yeah, it is. Only because the model makes it perfect, honey.
Right.
Isn't that how you're supposed to say it?
Right. What do you want next time I come to you?
Yeah. No more Kentucky Fried Chicken.